Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Going quickly here to Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Set, cut, 60 outlaw. 22, jet, over. 22, jet, down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That's a good shot.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. 66, bullet, half. Shoot. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Mixon running right. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's Mixon on the counter, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Set, ready. Go to base. He wants the mic. Go. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man is lost, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
I don't even know why his team showed up.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Count it, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM and putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team count it, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team count it, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team count it, that's a big number.
S-T-R-O. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bro. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Big beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like.
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hey, 180! Hey, alert 33! Check me out, check me out!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go! Let's do this!
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Set, 180! 25 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Set, 180! 25 to Mike. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Drew Sample, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This is brought in at the 21. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Quick throw here to Hilton. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different long night.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Bridgewater to throw it. Complete to Hilton. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
15 yards. And the Bengals first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Let's see what you got. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Time right. Come on. 4 down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Thomas has got it, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and...
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield now. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 is a 47-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Thomas the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. And the catch made by Hilton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
And the Bengals first down.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping.
Bridgewater again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down, Cleveland.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Run. Hey, dude.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh.
I smell fear now.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So we got man. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got a man open. It's Ross. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. On 3rd down, Mayfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 17. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign. That
takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's
That's caught at the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
I got you.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's got it to Hilton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. As the first half is winding down. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 39-yard line.
54. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, here's Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike, 58, right there. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam. Let's go. Come on. Hayward.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's going to keep it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alert!
Mayfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 7-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Henry. Come on. You can't block me. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ian Thomas, 93 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
At the 22-yard line. Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mike 5-4. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Wide. Get wide. That's it. Go. Watch 54.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
the ending. 54. Yeah. That's trash. That's trash. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
I got him.
Check 52.
On third down, Mixon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Pistol.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
It's just me and you.
Real.
Check.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, They're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Bridgewater on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good for Bengals. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Bridgewater here to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 7-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. By myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like ginger could see. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by theyself.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray.